afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for post-day's play, press conference number 1 with Kyle Mayers, who picked up 2 wickets on the day. There's quite a few of us here today, so I'm just going to ask you to give me a slight raise of the hand if you have questions, and I'll ensure that the microphone gets around to you.
Thanks. Hi, Carl. Well bowled at the end there. You bowled towards the start of the day, and you bowled at the end, and it looked like the pitch was an interesting one. It seemed to change as the day went on. Is that fair comment? I mean, in the middle periods, it looked pretty good for batting, but then you guys really struck back after tea.
Thanks. As you said, yes, I believe that the pitch changed throughout the day. I thought it had in some early moisture, made it very easy pace for the batsmen. You know, it was very, very slow, and then it quickened up at the end. So, it was slow, then it got faster as the day went on.
Besides the pitch, Carl, it seemed like, you know, the attack sort of body language changed after that first session. Can you take us into what kind of discussions you guys were having about what you felt you needed to do to improve?
Obviously, it's the first session of the game. Researching to find out what was the best lane to bowl on the deck. After bowling a few overs, then realizing then what is best, you know, just trying to starve the batsmen. Obviously, they got ahead with the run rate, and we just wanted to bring it down a bit. We thought that bringing down the run rate would have created more chances, and we did that.
Bearing in mind the comeback after tea, you know, where do you think that leaves this game now? Where's the balance of power, if you like, in this match going into the second day?
I think it's always an open game. 300 on the board in the first innings is always good for a batting team, especially in these conditions with the ball moving around. It's just for us now to limit them as least as possible, you know, bring them to under 400, you know, to keep the game open. We thought they batted really well at the beginning, as you said. The late strikes this evening, you know, brought us back into the game.
Carl, just some of the manner of the dismissals today, it sometimes seems, and it has done in this series, that they've basically fallen into a trap that you've set for them. Do you have that feeling with this South African side, that if you're patient, you really know that those mistakes are coming, whether it's shouldering arms or sweeping directly to the fielder that's been placed there?
Well, of course, I believe for everyone, you know, once you be patient enough, you know, in Test cricket in itself, you know, you always get the rewards. If you put the right amount of balls in the right areas for a long period of time, you always give the batsmen a hard time. So I guess in any lineup, once we get it right, I think with our attack especially, once we get it right, I think we have a lot of wicket-taking deliveries in our attack. It's just for us to build, you know, and to be consistent. And once we do that, in between the wicket deliveries is the most important thing for us, you know, just to maintain the run rate and to keep the score down, and then we will get 20 wickets with this attack that we have.
And I guess based on what we saw in the other Test match, albeit a different ground, that the feeling that an attack, a collapse, can just be around the corner with this batting lineup? Well,
we always felt that they were top heavy, you know, going into the last game, you know, they brought in some reinforcements with another all-rounder. But as you said, it's Test cricket. No matter who's in the lineup, once the momentum is with the team bowling, you know, you can always have collapses.
Carl, can I ask your impressions of South Africa's number 3, Tony Dzozi? He's pretty new, and for a lot of us, you know, seeing him sort of apply himself like that was quite nice to see. What did you think of him?
From the first innings, I saw him stand at slip. I told you guys, this guy looked very organized. He looks like he knows what he's about. You know, he's strong, square the wicket, and I think he stuck to his strengths. And he batted well. You know, he waited till we bowled the ball to him in his areas, and then obviously he capitalized on the bad deliveries. I thought that he batted well. Unfortunately for him, he didn't carry on, but good for us.
Carl, you mentioned the ball moving around, but there also seemed to be quite a lot of turn on day one there.
Yeah, as I said, early morning moisture always bring spinners into play, with the preparation, the water in the pitch for the preparation. It always gives the spinners a chance to get some turn, and we saw that earlier today. Obviously, we didn't execute as well as we would like. With the conditions in terms of the spinners, didn't get the ball in the right areas as early as they should. But it seemed to dry out, and it seemed like it would spin as the game go on. It looks pretty dry to me right now, and ball's still doing a little bit. So as the game unfolds, I feel as though like the spinners will get more into play. As you can see, a spinner has been brought in for us, and they're playing 2 spinners, so the venue speaks for itself.
All right, thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you tomorrow.